just one bite, you won't regret it. Get your curls percolated. Omiage. Omiage. Get you some.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for another Real Housewives of Potomac review, you guys. A lot happened this episode. Not a lot, but enough for me to get pissed off with Giselle. Enough for me to rib her and her chipmunk cheeks to Jesus, okay? Like just totally getting her all the way together this episode. She really worked on my nerves. So without any further ado, let's get into it. The episode starts off where the last one left off, with her and Karen in the lobby of the hotel screaming and hollering at one another, embarrassing the fuck out of all of the girls in front of all these white folks, okay? And Southern France white folks, ritzy titsy white folks, okay? We were feeling embarrassed for you as well. Giselle is standing in the middle of the lobby yelling, Ray wants to lick Erica Lyles up and down. And it's just like, girl, I thought you had some decorum and some class about yourself, but obviously you don't if you thought that it was okay for you to scream that in the hotel lobby, okay, bitch? Please get yourself together, Giselle. You and your chipmunk cheeks and them bags under your eyes, bitch. Please get it all the way the fuck together before somebody snatches your wig. Her wig should have been snatched. Where's Beyonce where you need her, okay? She may snatch your edges in a good way, but she's still snatching edges. I need something to be snatched off Giselle, because Giselle was working on my nerves to a level of somebody need to put a hand on her shoulder and tell her if she don't stop that the hand is going to go across her face. It was just way too much. The other ladies come back into the hotel when they see what's going on. They grab Karen and drag Karen off to the distillery. Robin comes downstairs because she was tired and jet lagged. So when she finally brought her raggedy ass downstairs, Giselle lies to her and tells her that the other ladies wanted to leave her. So now she's like, uh-oh, we're on that vibe. So now a battery has been put in her back and the beef has been rejuvenated, bitch. All because Giselle wants to lie and say that the other women didn't want her to come or didn't give a damn about waiting for her, when that's exact opposite of what happened. I was looking at Giselle like, bitch, do you not see all of the cameras that are around you? You are being recorded. Y'all have a reunion show, so everything you lie about during the season is most likely going to be talked about on a reunion show. But it seems to me that Giselle really thinks that Robin is stupid, and Robin should have a problem with how Giselle sees her, because she sees you as somebody who can be manipulated. She sees you as somebody who she can control. That's why she stays being friends with you. That's why she wants to be with you alone, because she can tell you her side of the story and you're going to be behind her. You're going to believe her. You're going to fight her battles for her. And you will know none the better because all you do is brainlessly go after people on Giselle's behalf. That's what you do, Robin. So now, because you set yourself up to be the muscle in a situation, Giselle gets to sit back as you continue her beefs for her throughout this episode. And I don't have any more patience for Giselle. I just really don't. Bitch, we do realize that you don't have a man, which makes you feel some type of way. You are getting older, so you do feel some type of way. Like all of your insecurities, even though you think that we don't see them, we see them, bitch. We see that you have problems with women who have husbands. We see that you have problems with women who have more money than you. And I think that shows that you feel in some type of way that you're not the prettiest girl in a clique anymore, or you're not the richest girl in a clique anymore. Nobody's looking up to you except for Robin's sad ass, okay? And Robin is looking up to you because she's stupid. I'm sorry, Robin's stupid. Robin's ditzy, Robin's stupid, and that's why she looks up to Giselle. Because if she was paying attention, she would see that Giselle plays the shit out of her on more than one occasion. All of this, Robin, you did all of this? Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Okay, I'll never forget that. Played the fuck out of you, and you thought she was giving you a compliment. I do not have time. Either way, they decide to skip all on down the French Riviera all by themselves. They went and filled their chipmunk cheeks and talked shit about people and did exactly what they wanted to do, which is come on this trip and be separate from the other ladies. Monique, Sharice, Ashley, Karen, Candace all go to the distillery. What they thought was going to be a boring, walk through some type of distillery, or y'all, I don't know why I'm spacing warehouse. They thought this was gonna be a boring walk through a warehouse, but oh no, it was actually quite interesting. Monique got to stump on some herbs and then got to watch the whole process of how they steam the herbs and how the oil comes out. It was a very educational trip. Okay, and when they all get in the car after, everybody's like, oh, that was fun, because they all were looking at Monique like, all right, we going on this trip, but we don't really want to go because this look like it's boring. But it really wasn't.
If you wanna get it tonight, get you some sultrylim.com. If you wanna get it tonight, get you some sultrylim.com. Make your body feel right. Get you some sultrylim.com.
So all the ladies meet up so that they can all go to perfumery together. And Robin and Giselle are out like shopping or at this little area wherever the perfumery was. So they all meet up and Monique walks up to Robin, hey, and she hugs her. I'm like, why are you hugging her? Why are you being so nice? Why are you hugging these bitches? Monique worked on my nerves this episode, specifically because she was being so nice and trying to cater to two of the meanest bitches I've ever seen on reality television. I'm just saying, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve you trying to coax them. They don't deserve you trying to be nice and find some common ground with them. They don't deserve that, because they're not giving you that energy back at all. Their energy is, oh, I'm better than you. I don't fuck with you, and I'll go on this trip and ignore you. That's their energy, and I don't like that. Me personally, I feel like Robin and Giselle both need their eyes smacked the fuck out their face. Like, that's how I feel about it. Robin is like, oh, well, y'all left me. You know, how y'all was just gonna leave me like that? And Candace was like, no, okay, we all said we wanted to stay. That is not true, okay? And they all just basically out Giselle as a liar. And Robin is still with that stupid fucking smile on her face, unless that completely glaze over her. And now we all going to the perfumery. When they get to the perfumery, Giselle keeps fucking with Karen. Karen is very interested. She's talking to the lady who's making like a perfume. She has like this perfume press kind of old school machine, and she shows them how it all works. And Giselle is like, see, Karen, we need to just get you one of these and you can just set it up in your living room, girl, and you can start your perfume line right now. That's all you need. And it's like, Giselle, you don't have a perfume line, you have a makeup line, and you also have a lot of help. You do not have any advice to give Karen right now. Like, stop acting like you do. You're not giving advice. You're being a mean bitch who's trying to pick at somebody so that you can make them feel uncomfortable and eventually say, oh my God, Giselle, I don't have a perfume line. All right, fine, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I feel like that's what Giselle wants, but Karen is not going to give her that. So Karen and Charisse kind of go off with the lady and have like their own little lesson with her and leave the other ladies where they were, because Giselle was just doing way too much. And Karen is like, I'm not about to let these batches get on my nerves. I'm going to enjoy this trip, batch. Like, Karen just stayed cool as a cucumber for most of the time. And y'all, I forgot to mention how last episode, before they left, you know, before everybody kind of dispersed and went off into their separate corners on this trip, Giselle was making fun of the fact that Karen was wearing tennis shoes. Meanwhile, Robin comes downstairs and she's like, oh girl, stay right here, I'm gonna go get my flats. So you mean to tell me you took the time to make fun of Karen because she was dressed like somebody who was about to go walking around sightseeing, okay? Because that's what you wear when you go sightseeing. When you a grown-ass person and you have nothing to prove to anybody, why would you walk around, first of all, in Old City, which a lot of old cities have cobblestones and grounds that are not that smooth. So, you know, as from coming from one, I will always wear flats. I will always wear tennis shoes. I will always wear something that was comfortable on my feet if I know I'm going to be walking for a long time. Why Giselle thought it was cool to show up in the lobby in heels and then go and switch to the flats also she could put on a show for these ladies, I don't know, but it shows insecurity, it shows stupid shit, and it shows that somebody needs to wipe her upside the fucking head. Like, bitch, really? Really? Like, that's how I felt about that. Trying to talk shit about Karen and then gonna run upstairs and get your flats, you old hoe. We all know that you batches can't walk around on them heels for long. Don't play us for cheap, and don't play us for a fucking fool, Giselle, because you think you're fooling somebody, but in all actuality, you're just working on my last nerve, bitch. Tapping on it, working on it, right here, right now. All right? So like I said, at the perfumery, she couldn't stop fucking with Karen, all right? But they still ignored her and had a good time. At the end of the night, they all go to dinner. at the dinner, Monique is like, I know we have some issues. Maybe this is the time to just kind of air them and let some things go so we can enjoy the rest of the trip. Which, Monique, we didn't need this, okay? We didn't need this because even if y'all talk about the shit right now, it's going to pop up again at another point in time during this trip. We didn't need this, but we needed this sit-down scene to be entertaining. So here go Karen and Giselle. Karen says, I was not trying to say anything negative about your business last night. Giselle is like, well, you did. You're always so defensive. You're always so defensive. And, you're asking me questions about my business. You don't need to be worried about my business because my business is up. And what about you and Ray? Why you not wearing your ring? And Karen is like, what? I thought we were talking about the businesses, but me and Ray's relationship are fine. Me and Ray are fine. I just didn't feel like wearing my ring. Me and Ray are just fine. Don't you worry about us, honey. Okay? And that's when Ashley pipes up. Oh, really, Karen? Y'all are okay? Y'all are okay, Karen? Really? Okay, because you lying. You are straight up lying right now, Karen. You just are a liar. Always with your lying ass. And I'm like, Ashley, why are you taking her not sharing what's going on in her marriage with y'all so personally? Even if we are friends, I don't have to tell you every argument that I have with my husband. I don't even have to tell you if me and my husband are about to get a divorce because that's our business. Nobody has to share that with you, Ashley. Just like you feel like you don't have to share everything that's going on with you and Michael, all right? So it's very annoying to me that you feel the need to find such aggression with the way you handle Karen because she doesn't want to admit that her and Ray might be going through some issues. That is none of your fucking business, okay? Football head, that's none of your fucking business. You need to worry about Michael and who he's sending dick pics to. That's what you need to be worrying about, ho. You need to be worrying about why your fucking mama out here living on the street so she can be with some good D, and you out here with this old D who won't have a baby for you. You about to use all your good years up trying to change that old man's mind, and at the end of it, all you gonna end up with is a couple of probably hundreds of thousands of dollars and moved on your way to find you somebody else. You up here wasting everybody's time with Michael, but got something to say about Karen and Ray. Okay? Really, bitch? Really? I just didn't like that she did that. That ain't none of your fucking business, Ashley. When that argument seems to simmer down, okay, and we kind of let that go, Giselle says she accepts Karen's apology, even though I feel like Karen didn't owe her a fucking apology, okay? Because Giselle tries to make it seem like Karen keeps saying shit about her business, but what Karen said was in response to you constantly asking her about her perfume with a tone of, girl, I know you ain't got no perfume business, but I'm going to just keep on asking you about it and keep on riding you about it until you get tired, buckle down and admit that you lying about it. That's what Giselle is doing. And Karen knows that's what she's doing. But because I guess it looks better on camera to apologize and let the shit go, that's what she did. Even though that's not what I would have done. Fuck Giselle as far as I'm concerned, okay? Anyway, so it's all simmering down, and then Ashley is like, well, Sharice and Monique, I see that you guys are back cool, and I'm happy that you guys have reunited, but Sharice said some really nasty things about you, Monique, when you guys weren't friends. And this is when Robin and Giselle pipe up, and they join in together to let Monique know that Sharice was going around to all of them, agreeing that Monique was trying to take her Potomac contacts. And Monique is like, baby, I have my own contacts. I have my own group of people that I'm friends with, that I'm cool with. They are not all people that I've met through Sharice, and I'm not trying to steal any of her contacts. But Monique said we had a conversation about this, and she didn't mention any of the things that the ladies are talking about. Why would she? Why would she? She said she had a problem with it. She said that she felt some type of way. Y'all talked about it. Y'all resolved it. There is no reason why this should have been brought up again, except for the fact that Ashley is messy as fuck. Okay? Ashley and her forehead cannot let a scene go by without her bringing up some information that a producer has told her about one of the ladies. Okay? It is very annoying to me that she would not let this dinner die down. She had to keep the mess going. Okay? Monique says that I didn't know about any of this, but the situation is resolved, and that's when they bring up Kendall. Well, Robin wants Monique to admit that she brought Kendall around to piss Giselle off. And Monique says, no, I didn't. That's not why I brought her around. You don't even know the backstory. But Robin won't let it go. And, of course, Giselle is over there making her little amens. This is Giselle's beef. But Robin is going full fucking throttle on Monique about it. Until Monique is just like, you know what? It wasn't me. Sharice wanted to bring Kendall around. And Sharice very smilingly says, yes, it was me. I wanted to bring her around because you and I still had our problems, and I knew it would piss you off, so I brought her around. And nobody said anything else after that. It was almost like they laughed it off and let it go. All right. When Sharice admitted it, it was like it took all of the inflation out of their balloon. All right. It was completely deaded at that table at that moment. But the next morning, Monique decides that she wants to ask Giselle to breakfast so that they could talk about some issues that they might have. And I guess she just kind of wanted to let Giselle know that it wasn't her intention to try to hurt her with the Kendall situation, which I feel like was unnecessary. Monique, you have no reason to apologize. If you did want to bring her around, so the fuck what? You don't owe Giselle anything. Giselle don't like you. She don't give a fuck about you. She doesn't have any qualms about disrespecting you, about throwing your personal business in your face or anybody else. So I don't know why anybody cares how Giselle feels. I don't give a fuck how Giselle feels. If she felt some type of way about Kendall being around, maybe you shouldn't have fucked Kendall's ex-husband then. Like Karen said, don't mess with people's ex-husbands if you're going to get mad when they around. Like, seriously, you're actually bringing her to breakfast on your balcony, this beautiful scenery with her stank ass attitude. Like, she opened the door stank. Like, really? We have to talk right now? I mean, I guess Monique, all right. You know, like, really, bitch? I don't like the fact that people always make her feel like somebody gives a fuck about how she feels, because they shouldn't care. They shouldn't care. I honestly would rather them get rid of her and bring on somebody who I could partially deal with. I almost like Kenya more than I like Giselle. Like, this shit is fucking ridiculous, because I feel like I have no moments with her where I had, like, this whole season has been totally annoying moments with Giselle. I haven't had one moment where I liked Giselle, agreed with Giselle, felt like, you know, oh, you know, y'all leave Giselle alone. Now, one moment have I felt like this entire season. This entire season, I have felt like somebody needs to slap the shit out of Giselle, because she thinks that somehow she has some hierarchy about herself, that people owe her explanations. They owe her shit. And nobody owes you anything. I mean, your husband barely owes you child support, bitch. Like, let alone these women owing you explanations about what they doing with their life. They are all grown. So when Monique sat down to explain that it was really Sharice wanting to bring Kendall around and she didn't want to get in between it, Giselle is like, no, don't try to put it all on Sharice. We all know that you had a motive. We all know that you was trying to fuck over me too, okay? You shot your shot and you missed, but you better believe when I shoot my shot that I'm on target and I'm going to blow your head off. And I'm like, are you really talking to her like that because somebody brought Kendall around? Are you really that bothered? You are not even with that man anymore. What difference does it make? I mean, I just don't understand why this is such a big deal. If I've been around Lyric's exes all the time, like we even have friends that are some of Lyric's exes. I don't give a fuck. I'm his wife now. Okay? I am the first, the last, and the fucking only, God willing. Okay? So I don't understand why Giselle cares about Sherman's ex-wife being at events that she wasn't at, okay? Because she's mad at Monique for inviting Kendall to her event, but Giselle wasn't at the event, okay? Karen's event was the one that Kendall was actually at. So why do you have beef with Monique? All because you want to have beef with Monique. You don't want to like Monique. You don't want to get along with Monique. It doesn't matter what she says. It doesn't matter how she apologizes. It doesn't matter how many sweets she gives you and bouquets of flowers. It does not matter. You are jealous of her because she's young and beautiful with a husband that she's probably going to keep, unlike yourself. You're jealous. You always have been, and it's very obvious, and that shows through with how you handle her. Now, Monique, I'm going to need for you to stop apologizing. I'm going to need for you to stop pandering. I'm going to need for you to stop having that soft voice. I'm going to need for you to stop being a bigger person. I'm going to need for you to have a fucking attitude that matches the energy that Grandma just gave you. Because Grandma Giselle is really asking for everybody to drag her through Twitter, from the beginning of Twitter all the way to the end of Twitter Boulevard, bitch. I want to drag you through gravel hole. I want to pull your weave out. I want to wipe your makeup off so we can see all your wrinkles for what they really are, bitch. Okay, like, I want to see everything so we can put you on exposed, because it just aggravated me the way she treated everybody. I don't like her, and they just keep letting her get away with it, y'all. They keep letting her get away with it. Sharice is the mastermind, but here you are thinking that you punking Monique right now. Y'all, that was everything that happened on Real Housewives of Potomac, because they left us on a cliffhanger after she threatened Monique like she gonna do something. Oh my God. You gonna call Robin when somebody try to physically hurt you, though. You gonna call Robin when Monique decides she want to slap the shit out you. In all honesty, you should have put that umbrella to Giselle's throat. You see how Giselle stepped back and wasn't involved in that shit, huh? She wasn't even trying to break it up. But Robin gonna, I'm sure, most definitely have more beef with Monique on Giselle's behalf. Y'all, I'm so tired of them two bitches. I'm so tired of them. You can cancel them hoes for all I care. Okay, I see Robin just got a new haircut so we can see that she a black lady. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about her. I don't give a fuck about wine. I don't give a fuck about her storyline. I don't care about her selling and buying houses with her mama's money. I don't care about her being somebody who is now poor, but who has grown up her whole life with a silver spoon in her mouth, but then gonna try to look at Candace like something wrong with her. That's another thing. Let's talk about Candace right quick, because I skipped over it because I just wanted to keep with this line of bullshit. But Karen and Sharice really had a come to Jesus moment with Candace, because Candace has been really hurt by how the ladies have been treating her. She tried to confide in them about her issues with Chris, and whenever she starts to talk about Chris and how, you know, she's this pageant queen and she sees herself as, you know, some type of small town celebrity and he just can't deal with it, all the ladies are looking at her like, bitch, you are not a celebrity. You are not a star, okay? They just basically wanted to bust Candace's bubble a little bit, all right? And Monique apologized for her laughing the night before. She was like, I didn't mean to hurt you, girl. I was drunk. And she didn't say she was drunk, but everybody was tipsy. And you know how shit is more funny when you tipsy. So she was just saying how she didn't mean to hurt her feelings, and she was just saying it like she was a celebrity. And they just was like, girl. At lunch with Karen and Sharice, Sharice explains to Candace that she comes off like somebody who thinks the world of themselves. You know, like you always speak so highly of yourself, like you're some type of celebrity, and you're just always bigging yourself up. And it sounds bad and it sounds funny to women who all have something that they could brag about, but they don't. And Karen was like, I told you at the beginning not to share all your information with these bashes, but you didn't want to listen to me. And now here we are, okay? Now listen to me now, all right? She was giving her very good advice, and I like the fact that Karen was being supportive of Candace because she really felt alone on this trip. And she just basically told her, stop telling all your business to these bitches and stop bragging on yourself, okay? Be proud of who you are and keep it pushing, but you don't need to brag on yourself to us. Y'all, every time I open a fucking door to let the dogs in, the outside flies in here. It works on my nerves. But anyway, like Candace kind of was brought to tears and she was sad, and I kind of felt like, you know, I understand how she feels because they're on this trip. She has nobody really on her side. Ashley and Monique have kind of like said fuck her in a way. You know, Monique is sitting up there laughing with Giselle and Robin about Candace, but Candace is the person that's probably gonna have your back once you figure out that you really not cool with Giselle and Robin anymore. It's just all confusing to me the way they just throw everybody under the bus. Like y'all throw Candace under the bus, y'all throw Monique under the bus, you know, Monique throws Sharice under the bus, but I feel like Sharice had been throwing Monique under the bus the whole time because she knew that they were pissed off about that Kendall situation, and she was very happy to let them think that it was all Monique. But anyway, y'all, these bitches is messy. It's very entertaining, but it makes my blood pressure rise. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and come back for polls.